Welcome Exiles, Margaret here with some more Path of Exile The Awakening news. We finally have a release date, July 10th, 2015. If you didn't catch our first look video, I'll leave a link below. For now, let's go over some of the newest details. The release of The Awakening brings us 5 new skills on top of the skills already released during the closed beta. Magma Orb, which throws a fiery orb that explodes as it strikes the ground. The Magma Orb chains, releasing another fiery orb that repeats the effect. Wild Strike strikes an enemy with your melee weapon, converting some of the damage to a random element. Depending on the element chosen, it releases a fiery explosion, an arcing bolt of lightning, or an icy wave. Frost Blades attack with increased range, releasing icy blades from the stricken enemy that fly towards other enemies. Flame Dash teleports you to a new location, damaging enemies and leaving a trail of burning ground in your wake. Phase Run, a player favorite, removed with patch 0.10.0 before the game was officially released, has been rebalanced and reintroduced to the game, making you move faster, harder to detect, and gives you the ability to move through enemies, alongside dealing extra damage with your attack. Using any skill will remove the buff, but increase the damage of your attacks for a short duration of time. Frenzy charges can be consumed to increase the duration of Phase Run. We previously teased 70 new uniques, but the staff at Grinding Gear Games have been hard at work to bring this number up to 110 new unique items and jewels. Kingsmaker, a two-handed axe, is one of these new unique items. It's forged by fusing 2 valuable unique items. Those of you more familiar with Path of Exile may recognize the distinctive art of the 2 different unique weapons in this new axe. The Awakening will bring 13 new maps to the game. You can also expect changes to map mods, like the way more magic monsters and increased item quantity mods work. Introduced during the closed beta as part of the new supporter packs, Divination Cards are a new type of item dropped by monsters. Collecting the right number of cards in a set allows you to trade them in for a given item, such as a piece of chest armor with an addict's life affix, or a random unique axe. They also tease the Carrion Crow as having a particular rule for where it can drop, a rule as yet undiscovered by players. We'll also have 2 new challenge leagues, Warbands and Tempest. Warbands will begin with 3 clans, each clan designed by a separate designer at Grinding Gear Games, providing them with distinct personalities and loot tables. They'll have 4 tiers of difficulty using their new AI test case that will be displayed by symbols on the map. The more powerful, the better the loot. For instance, Warband leaders can drop very rare unique rings. And there are rumors that some Warbands may drop magic items with a new mod exclusive to each Warband. Each Warband's area of influence will change as you encounter and defeat them, creating more reasons to explore. Tempest will affect zones and change every hour. They'll be visible on the world map, but affect the maps in a way that players will have to work together in order to know which maps to run at any given time in order to get the best Tempest effects. They'll occasionally spawn markers on the ground indicating that a Tempest is about to strike in a specific area. When the Tempest strikes, anything caught in the area will be affected, including any monsters or players. There will be both positive and negative effects to that area, so it's possible to kite enemies into negative Tempest markers to make them easier to kill, or position yourself to benefit from a powerful mod. Much like other systems in Path of Exile, Tempest will have both prefixes and suffixes. For example, an area affected by Tempest of living weapons causes all of the weapons dropped by monsters to animate and fight you. You will need to fight them off if you wish to claim them for yourself. And similar to previous challenge leagues, there will be 8 new challenges spanning across both leagues and new content introduced in The Awakening. As challenges are completed, a unique totem pole decoration will become available for you to permanently display your accomplishments in your hideout. Not only that, but the first 50 players to complete all 8 challenges will receive an exclusive Warbands and/or Tempest t-shirt. On top of all of these things, we'll also receive more quality of life tweaks. Early gameplay should be a smoother experience with gems available at vendors to ensure we can always find the basic skill gems we need for our builds. Item filters will allow us to create custom loot filters, so we can focus on items we want to drop and decluttering their screen while we're in the midst of swirling melee. The development team was also very happy to announce that the changes to Path of Exile's netcode have been successful, and the new lockstep networking mode will be rolled out to all players, which I think we're all super excited to hear. And that's all I have for you today. I hope this was informative. Let us know what you think about the changes in the comment section below, and don't forget, The Awakening launches July 10th. Margaret signing off. Enjoy the game.